Now, the business news, lifestyle and health insurance claims are dominating trends in this industry. According to Liberty's annual claims statistics, the majority of claims made in 2024 came from the insurer's lifestyle protector cover, which paid out 7.35 billion rand to over 28,000 individuals. Meanwhile, life protection payouts increased by 9.5%, while income protection lump sum payouts rose by 18.5% to 507 million rand, and monthly income protection payouts were up 11.6%. At the same time, claims from funeral and credit life products made up the remainder of the total claim payouts, amounting to 1.99 billion rand. Overall, Liberty paid a total of 12 billion rand in 2024 claims. Joining us to give a better picture of these numbers is risk pricing chief specialist at Liberty, Andrew Methmann. Thank you so much for your time, Andrew. What picture really are these trends painting, given high unemployment in South Africa, financial pressure and economic uncertainty?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the time to explore this topic, and thanks to your audience. Yeah, I think it's very valuable to go into this. Yeah, I think if you look at the top number, that 12 billion that we've paid out, I think that does give the commitment that Liberty has to people that have unfortunate events, the time of ultimate vulnerabilities, and just making sure that they can have something to get them through that time. Yeah, so I think the key thing there, we found that we do offer a variety of products that serve different needs. The vast majority that we've seen are through life cover payments. That does dominate the most of that 12 billion that you mentioned. I think the one thing that we do worry about is that people, when they think about life insurance, they may think life insurance or funeral insurance. But the key thing is, I think, to look a bit broader. We do offer a lot more what we call living benefits, not just the traditional death cover. And I think we do obviously pay out more than just life cover. We'd actually like to see more of those living benefits being taken out, and actually helping clients in the time of those needs. These things could be like critical illnesses or disability events, things like that. And I think also what very important that we've seen through the stats, these kind of living benefits, they're actually termed that for a reason. People are actually surviving these events and living fruitful lives after that. But you do need something to tide you over in that period, whether it's medical expenses, or other needs at that time. And really, it's not like, what if I live or if I die? It's what if I live longer term. So I think we are trying to encourage people, even, I think you did mention a very large number that we paid out for funeral. We actually also encouraging maybe those clients to think about a bit more than funeral. The funeral is obviously here and now, but whatever the longer term, and especially those living benefits, I think we can definitely assist in those things, and people must think very long term on some of these things.
Absolutely. And speaking of those living benefits, I think let's have the conversation also in the context of the extent of the lifestyle and health claims that are mentioned in your report. How concerning is this becoming, as younger individuals are also falling within this category, which also involves mental health?
Definitely. I think, look, if you do look at the numbers, the majority of the claims are coming from the older clients. But if you actually look a bit deeper, again, if you look at our comprehensive risk product, our life so protected products, you're actually finding 11% of clients are under the age of 44, between 44 and 54. That's another 17.5%. So the reality is that younger people are claiming, not always for death cover, but for the living benefits too. I think also the trend that we've picked up is that we do think the female market is underserved, and we do encourage them to relook at these types of protection products. We're very encouraged that we actually, while we do have majority of the men taking up the death cover, we do actually think that we have seen that the women are taking up the living benefits a lot more, and especially younger women in that category. So that's very encouraging, but I think there's a lot more work to be done to get all of them covered. I think if I can just quote the last statistics of the CISA Insurance Gap Survey that was last done in 2022, I think it was. They quoted a number, and this is really what cover that people do have versus what they actually need. And the shocking number for just the female market was about 15 trillion that they were underinsured for. So a very large number that they need to make up. And I think going back to your point, very importantly, you need to look at the, that number came from, or mostly came from the younger clients. So again, encourage younger clients to relook at risk solutions through advisors or other means. And I think the key thing is to try and encourage them to think it's not something that you should be doing later in life.
Thank you so much for your input. That was Risk Pricing Chief Specialist at Liberty, Andrew Methmann, talking us through their latest data.